This celebration, it's not just happening today, it's not just happening this week, it's been all year long, and the message that has been coming from the Communist Party has been the same. All that is good has come from them.
And it has culminated to this day, a day of projected strength and triumph for the Chinese Communist Party. And in the last few hours, we heard a very lengthy speech from the Chinese president and General Secretary of the Communist Party, Xi Jinping, in Beijing, in which he marked the milestone, in which he praised the successes of the party in the last 100 years, in which he also praised the national rejuvenation that the party has been able to achieve. He also had some more pointed words. While he said that, made the claim that China has never bullied other nations, he had this message for China's rivals. Take a listen.
At the same time, the Chinese people will never allow any foreign forces to bully, oppress, and enslave us. Anyone who tries to do so will find themselves in a collision course with a great wall of steel forged by 1.4 billion people.
Xi Jinping also said that no one should try to underestimate China's strong ability to defend its sovereignty. And when he used those words, strong ability or 强大的能力, that brought about a huge reaction from the crowd, a roar, a huge round of applause. Now, look, in the days and weeks leading up to this moment, there has been wall-to-wall coverage in the real world and also online and in state-run media praising the party and what it's done the last 100 years, being able to transform a nation that was once impoverished, racked by famine and civil war, and turn it into an economic and high-tech powerhouse. That was underscored by a message sent earlier today from outer space. 3 Chinese astronauts on board the Tianhe Chinese space station module beaming down to China. Congratulations to the party on its centennial. But this day, analysts say, is not just about the party. It's also about a person, Chinese President Xi Jinping, the core leader of China. Take a listen.
He's powerful until things run against him. So at the moment, he's doing quite a good job of controlling the narrative around where China is going. And it's, from the outside, appears to be an increasingly hardline narrative. But he does certainly seems to have a firmer grip than he had on power in 2013, that's for sure.
And a firmer grip on Hong Kong as well. Today is also the 1-year anniversary of the imposition of the national security law. In the last year, 117 people have been arrested under the law. John.
So, Kristie, when we're looking at the situation, one of those aspects which, maybe not so glorious would be the situation in Hong Kong with the democracy and the handover from Britain to China. That was 24 years ago also on this day.
Yeah, that's right. And today, marking a number of anniversaries, the centennial for the CCP, 24 years since the handover, as well as 1 year of the national security law. And this day, July 1, historically speaking, in Hong Kong, which used to be a raucous and rebellious place, would be a day of mass protest. But for the second year in a row, no protest taking place on a massive scale this day. There was a small protest that we monitored earlier today, 4 people marching on the streets of Hong Kong, surrounded by police, saying release political prisoners and down with fascism. Back to you, John.